Well, it's one of the darkest chapters of our history, the Sandakan Death March, where thousands of soldiers were walked to their deaths during the Second World War. In an effort to keep their memory and their stories alive, a group of young Australians took up the challenge to walk along that gruelling jungle track. And Nine's Tracy is with them.
The morning mist on the Borneo mountains is a tranquil sight, nature's wonderland complete with beautiful and deadly creatures. But it's a place that bears horrible stories. These guys from right across New South Wales, Bankstown, Punchbowl, the Shire and Port Macquarie have made the journey to Sandakan to walk in the footsteps of our fallen soldiers.
I never knew, but I'll never forget now. Entering
the jungle, the tough terrain is clear to see. Our diggers walked more than 260 kilometres from Sandakan to Ranau. These youngsters will cover 90 k's of dense rainforest.
So much respect for what they were doing and the guys who didn't make it.
Most underestimated the natural hurdles that had to be overcome. Climbing up 300 to 500 metre hills in unbearable heat. Add to that rain. Trudging through ankle-deep mud, you can't avoid the jungle's bloodsuckers.
Ew!
And it also made it harder to stay on your feet.
This is probably the hardest part of the trek. Going down 300 metres of a slippery slide of mud and dirt, but at least we've got proper clothing and shoes. Food and water, but for Aussie diggers, man, this is tough.
Hour-long river walks provided relief from the burning sun, but there were times where crossing water was just too dangerous. Lucky for these guys, man-made help was there when it was needed. As the days rolled on, the children conquered fears as well as difficult challenges, such as carrying a 10-kilogram bag of rice for part of the trek. For some, it just got too much.
At least I can't. Yeah, you can. At least I can't. I can't do it anymore.
My mind was telling me keep going, and my heart was saying stop. It's a good feeling when you get to the top.
Fatigue got to everyone, even the adults.
I was struggling up that hill, and Sam ran down back the hill, grabbed my pack, and Nissa took his, and it's what it's about.
And when they wanted to give up, they thought of the starved, barely clothed, weary soldiers.
If I was one of the people on the death marches, I probably would have been shot or bayoneted. I've got to get through it the same way they did. You know, that's something we can't question.
Others even battled through injury.
In that moment, it became really real to me because I had an injury and I couldn't see anything past my injury. But they had it so much worse.
Making the journey even more real, each person carried a prisoner of war and spoke of his or her story. For Rob Oakeshott, his was much more personal. His grandfather was one of more than 1,700 soldiers murdered by the Japanese. Rob Oakeshott's heartache is that he never got to know his grandfather.
I understand and deeply respect why this wish can't come true.
You wouldn't know it, but all these guys were strangers to each other just a week ago. But all are here for one journey, to remember mates of long ago, while making lifelong friends along the way.
We've come to grow so close, and it's almost like a family.
It tells me that we've done something really special.
Not only will they take home memories of courage and mateship, but also the stories of men who made the ultimate sacrifice.
I want to tell people what happened just so that they know what these men did. Not for themselves, not for anyone else, but for us. So that way we can have a future later on.
Tracy 9 News.
Still to come on